Mr. President, we are also certain that Nigeria is an independent country. Nigeria in facing their problems, Nigeria in solving their problems, will also give inspiration to all of us.
A leap into the past recounts Nigeria's journey to nationhood on calls for international cooperation. On the global stage, Nigeria also stood for African continent's development and sustainable solutions to address its economic and regional challenges.
The Federation of Nigeria became independent and assumed the rights and the responsibilities of a sovereign state. Today, Nigeria has been admitted into the United Nations organization.
The speech of Nigeria's first and only Prime Minister, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, made Nigeria's pulse deeply felt at his first participation in the United Nations General Assembly in 1960.
I wish to make our position plain beyond any matter of doubt as regards the African continent. We in Nigeria appreciate the advantages which the size of our country and of its population give us, but we have absolutely no aggressive intentions.
Sir Tafawa Balewa led delegation and Nigeria's first ambassador to the United States, Julius Momo Odochi, among others, when he visited the United States. The visit emphasizes the importance Nigeria attaches to relations with the United States, as well as the gathering signifies Nigeria's key diplomatic role in Africa. At that time, Nigeria's domestic affairs also defined its foreign policy.
Foreign policy also additionally is aware of actually creating conditions not only of friendship, but also bringing economic benefits to countries in terms of when we engage with other countries, for instance, we create conditions towards signing of agreements with them, for instance, in terms of facilitating trade. Then our economy will improve in terms of investments coming into our country, or our nationals investing in other countries to generate more money, or to facilitate trade and commerce and other beneficial transactions. Even banking can come under the purview of foreign policy.
64 years onward, Nigeria's presidents followed a similar path, guided by the principles of respect for the rule of law, independence of nations, and multilateral diplomacy, by utilizing the approved blueprint of the General Assembly, which brings the world's increasingly divided nations under one roof to tackle 21st century challenges. President Tinubu attended in 2023, but this year, 2024, Vice President Kashim Shettima represented to deliver his address and hit the call for development and implementation of key resolutions.
Addressing the root causes of conflict is often the first step towards providing long-term solutions. Clearly, some of the root causes of conflict are social in nature, including poverty, hunger, ignorance, inequality and exclusion, as well as other forms of injustice.
Takeaways from UN conference include renewed commitment to multilateralism, support for UN reforms, call for nuclear disarmament, humanitarian and development collaboration, and many more. Similarly, the engagement is meant to enhance global cooperation and partnerships, increase investment in prevention and conflict resolutions, such as climate change. It is also expected to assess progress towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Debt relief for developing countries in the Global South includes Africa, the Caribbean and Pacific, and some Asian countries. On the other hand, at the West African sub-regional level, despite high stakes in political and security concerns and challenges posed by the withdrawal of three Sahelian states, that is, Niger, Guinea and Burkina Faso, ECOWAS continues promoting regional development, deepening democracy and ensuring peace.
We must invest in our infrastructure and cultivate a conducive business environment to empower our communities to stimulate growth and build resilience against external shocks. Together, we can pave the way for a prosperous future for all ECOWAS. So, bridge.
The outcome of President Tinubu's 4D doctrine, consisting of areas to focus on democracy, development, diaspora, and demography, came into play as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs spearheaded a series of bilateral meetings alongside development partners to bring about reforms desirable for Nigerians and set a new dawn for Nigeria to remain at the spotlight. All to straighten out policies adopted by the present administration to sustain Nigeria's socio-economic development and West Africa's sub-regional issues.
Nigeria hopes to work with other African states for the progress of Africa and to assist in bringing all African territories to a state of responsible independence.
In Abuja, Garba Muhammad Atala, NTA News.